Well, it's Tuesday, 29th of July. A beautiful day here in La Vegan. And Tuesday, we've got Wednesday, Thursday, and then we're off on Friday. But yeah, we've just finished a beautiful lunch with our host, Monsieur Michel. Again, he invited us for lunch again. I was saying to Emily, like we were just saying, we should, try and have a drink with him or something, or a few nibbles before we go, just to say thank you. And then that turned into him inviting us for lunch again, which, well, by the sounds of it and what we've been learning about him in a lot of past Airbnb guests, and he is a super host and he's got good reviews, but he's had some experiences. And he said if people come and they don't like it or it's not good, he just tells them to go. He just says go. And if they stay and he doesn't like them, like he doesn't invite them for drinks or food. So yeah, it's been nice to have a nice Airbnb experience where we are, it just the amount of veg he gave to us yesterday. He gave us 4 peppers fresh out the garden, or courgette, 3 mini aubergines, some green beans. Like, we don't even need to buy veg at the minute. Like, I bought some tomatoes today because I'm going to make a big tomato sauce with leftover broth and garlic and onions and stuff like that. And I'm going to give some to him actually. But it's just like, yeah, the more that you open up and give, like we give to him, he's like, no, I'll give to you. And then it's just giving. It's just really nice. I left my van door open all afternoon. It's fine. We're on a private residence. All is well. Just love the man. Just love the man. Just love it here. Love La Vegan. We had a nice day out. We said, like, what should we do? We went out and bought. You just said bring some bread and some wine. So we went to the other local natural wine shop. And it was so funny because before that, we were getting the bread from New Pan and we weren't sure if it was open. We weren't sure if it was closed Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Tuesday. And I was like, I'm sure it's closed Sunday, Monday. So I'm sure it's open. And it was. And there was a guy that came in. We went in and I was with Vito. So I went out and Emily said, you order the bread. Yeah, just get some of them. And then a guy came in and he was pretty much dressed like me, like t-shirt, linen shorts, linen baggy shorts, and socks and plimp soles, kind of. It wasn't Crocs, but it was plimp soles. And I was just looking at him. I was like, wow, he looks like my brother. We're just dressed the same. And then we went, yeah, we got the food. We had a little coffee and then we went back down to the markets and the wine shop, it was him. I went in and it was the same guy. Emily was giving Vito some milk and we were like, we need to get a bottle of wine. And we normally get it from the Cave de Vin, which is in between the town, Centreville, and the Super U parking where we park. But we'd seen this wine shop and it's not always open. So I went in and it was him and I was just like, this is interesting. And he had wine from set. He knew the guy. I was talking to him. I was like, can you speak English? He was like, yes, I can. I was like, okay. We need some wine for the meal. We need a pairing for the wild boar. He was like, here you go. But I was like, okay, do you do wholesale? Yes. Can you transport to the UK? Yes. And then I said, I met these guys in set doing the natural wine. And they were cool guys, Pablo, Matilda. And he was like, yeah, I know them. I've got their wine. Great people. And this guy was just really cool as well. These natural wine people just seem to be really cool. They're selling a really cool product. They have really cool artwork on their bottles. It's just like, yeah. So I got his card. That's just another potential, especially if we want to come back here in December, which we've been talking about, to Monsieur Michel. So yeah, just nice times, wrapping it up. I tried to get up I got up at 3. I put my alarm on for 3 a.m. this morning after yesterday's video and experimenting. But I was like, this is way too early. But I stayed awake and I did some breathing and it did feel nice. It did feel nice, but I had my alarm going off, so I was drifting in and out. Then went back to sleep for a few hours and woke up probably not like the most on it because I've been playing with the sleep there. But this is going to be a transitional period of slipping into this new thing. And Monsieur Michel here, he's all the French, the Spanish, they have their big meal at lunchtime. Then what do? They go off, they have a sleep because it works. And I've been, even before the yoga training and this yoga nidra, yogic sleep, I had read about polyphasic sleep, and I'd read the guy that started WordPress. He did polyphasic sleep, and I've followed a few other people that have experimented with it. I was thinking about it, but I think I tried it. And I was just like, nah, it just wasn't. I was working for people, so it was like you can't really do this. But the idea with polyphasic sleep is every 4 hours you take a 20-minute nap. So you're awake for like 3.5 hours. You take half an hour, and so you train your body, you train your mind, you train your psyche, you train your nervous system to get into this. And yeah, there was a programmer doing starting WordPress, and he attributed much of his success to getting into polyphasic sleep, because he was just a machine. He was just programming. So he would just program, have a rest, and put himself into the sleep and then awake. And it didn't matter if it was midnight, 6 a.m., whatever. It just didn't matter. And I guess what I'm doing with this experiment is kind of doing that, but making it work. Like I always thought I wanted to try that polyphasic sleep, but it's like, if you apparently, like if you missed it by half an hour, like it would just throw things out and you'd just feel awful. So that just didn't feel very social. You've obviously got to like mingle these things with your lifestyle, your people, and what's going on. So you don't want to be like, having a nice time with people, like, excuse me, I've got to go for my polyphasic sleep rest right now. But I guess I'm kind of going to be doing that with having a rest after breakfast and getting ready, and after lunch. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like trying it. I just feel like going for it. I just think it did feel good this morning. It felt light. It felt light energy. It felt like you could achieve anything. It felt like, I don't know, just because like there's nobody around, nothing going on. It's just like all you've got is you and the world and your future. So yeah, we're gonna go down to the river, maybe have a swim.